All right, so how and where do you find private lenders for real estate, whether you're doing development, you're buying something, or if you just need equity investors? How do you find a private lender? So there's a couple of ways. Obviously, number one is networking, letting people know in your circles of influence what you do for a living. So when people ask you what you do, you say you invest in real estate, or you develop real estate, or you buy commercial properties, or you invest in multifamily properties, or you buy large apartment buildings, and you offer investors better than average returns. If it's private money secured by a note and deed of trust, then you tell them it's secured by the real estate and insured. If it's an equity position, then you can say it's an equity stake in the property where they share in the upside and or get preferred returns. So generally that's what you say. Hey, I buy large apartment buildings and I offer investors above average returns to participate in these deals with me. Or you can say institutional quality assets, or you can say, hey, I build spec houses, I build and sell spec houses, and I offer investors above average returns, which are secured and insured and backed by the real estate. So those are some of the ways that you can present what it is you do to people. So you want to find out in your network, just make sure people know what you do, and you can do that by sharing what you do on social media or out in meetings, which is difficult right now with the situation that we're in with the pandemic. But in networking groups, investor groups, you can put on presentations and talk about how to become a private lender. So you can offer workshops, you can do online workshops and things like that, and talk about private lending, how it works, and how people can become private lenders if they have money sitting around in an IRA, 401k, savings account, things like that. That is one way to do it. Another way is to find investors in the market that are investing with other people that are building spec houses, doing deals. If you're looking for investors for flipping houses, for building spec houses, you can have a title searcher look for cash transactions and multiple cash transactions by entities or individuals. Generally, that will tell you, who's doing cash buying and cash lending. You can talk to closing companies, title companies, closing attorneys in your area, depending on who does the transactions. They know who the private lenders are in the market that are looking for deals and opportunities. But before all of that, the most important thing is you have to be an expert. You have to educate yourself. You have to be an expert at what you do, or you have to be partnered with somebody who is an expert. So you got to have credibility, you got to have experience, track record. You have to be an expert at what you do, and if you don't have that track record, then you need to partner with somebody who does have the expertise. So that's first and foremost. You have to position yourself and your business as an expert in the industry, and then educate people on the space of equity investing and private lending, and show them how they can have an opportunity to participate with you in your deals and the things that you're doing. Make sure that you understand the laws, rules, and regulations around investing in private lending in your state, and federally with the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. There's laws, rules, and regulations on soliciting investors and how you do it. Private lending is a very different environment, but you can't just go out and solicit investors. You can share what you do, educate people, and present opportunities, but you got to make sure it's done the right way within the rules and laws of your state and the federal government.